Before we start create our event horizon for Stargate, this is the reference photos which you can find on internet. And as you can see from original movie, they are more silver, waterish, right? And then through the TV shows, they are more bluish. In Stargate universe, they try to go back probably to the original movie with the look of the event horizon. So what we are going to do today, we are trying to recreate this kind of event horizon. We are going to aim in this kind of particular look, like those kind of bluish color, something between Atlantis and season 4. So without further ado, let's jump to Blender just right after this short intro. See you soon.
Welcome to Digital Imposter.
First thing, let's remove the cube. Okay, press 7 for top view. Press A. Let's add the circle. We can keep 32, no problem. Let's go to the edit mode, and now let's choose the grid fill. Okay, over here the offset, let's make it straight. Cool. And let's exit from edit mode. First, let's go to the modifier properties, add modifiers, and let's choose subdivision surface. Levels for viewport, of course, this is what you will see in viewport. Change to 2, okay, and apply. And now our mesh was subdivided. Okay. So now let's go to shading and let's create our event horizon. So we are in shading. So let's select our circle. Let's go to material, press new. Let's call it front. We have add our material, so let's go first to the edit, preferences, choose add-ons. Don't forget you have turned on the Wrangler node. Okay, make sure it's selected, choose save preferences and close it. Okay, so now let's press Shift A and search for texture coordinate. Okay, fine, very good. When you press Ctrl Shift and left mouse button, we can get the preview of our UV space, right? And we will use object one. So next thing, what we will do is we will add the vector math node. Shift A, vector math. Oh, here is okay. Let's change it to the length. Now we have this kind of gradient from black to white. Okay, next step we will add the mix RGB, duplicate it, Shift D. First one, choose to color dodge. Okay, let's add it. press clamp. Second one, let's choose the color burn. Second color, change to black, and let's press clamp and let's add it. So what this setup allows us is we can now control the size of the circle and also the gradient, right? And this is how we create the mask. We will use this mask to create the illusion, okay, of the Stargate, right? Let's open Stargate Horizon and let's choose this one, okay? Because as you know, it's obvious, right? Everything is circular, right? So we will use this kind of masks to create all the necessary transitions between the colors. So we have the first one, okay? Let's go here. Let's copy this one, Shift D, okay? First, what we will create is this bluish color, okay? From blue to the dark blue, right? Let's copy this node and let's change to mix. First, choose the first color and we will choose something bright over here. Second color, we will choose the dark one and 0.5, and now you will see what will happen. Let's right now, just for short time, let's plug this one here, okay? And now, yes, so 0.3, 0.33 and 0.65. Let's put 0.5. Okay, so our first step is finished. So now let's create the mask. Let's duplicate this one more time, Shift D. Let's connect object to vector. Okay, let's copy this one. Okay, let's change to multiply. Before we multiply, we will create another transition for 0, and this one, okay, 70.75. Okay, fine, very good. Let's connect this here. First here, okay, let's connect this one. Okay, we will not use the black color. We will choose this color, but a little bit darker. And let's put this one. Oh, you see? Without, with. Okay, fine, very good. 0.55. Okay, very good. And now, for example, we can plug this to emission, connect this here, and emission we can put to 2. Okay, so now let's create the glowing inside, right? So now we go back to those nodes, and now we will use them. So how we do it? Shift A, let's add the emission node, okay. Shift A again, search for mix, shader, rate. Connect the emission to the first one. And now what we will do, we will use those node G to move as a mask. And we will plug this color to the factor here. Okay, and now let's adjust the size. So here 0.65 and here also 0.65. Okay, so the colors are ready. So next step, what we will do, we will create this effect of water, right? Water surface. So we will use the texture node, noise texture node to create this illusion of water, right? Of waves. So now let's add the texture, noise texture. Shift A, search for noise. No, don't choose white noise, choose noise texture. Okay. So here let's set this to 10. Change from here to 4D. Okay. The details we will set for 0 and distortion 2.5. We will use 1, actually 1. Okay. So let's go here. Put object here to the vector. Now let's copy this node, vector node, Shift D, change to add. Okay. Change to add. Let's see how it will look. Okay, if you plug the color, okay, because colors are RGB and we have 3 vectors, right? X, Y, Z, right? So basically RGB can be also be treated as a vector. So we can plug color directly to the vector. So as you can see, now we have we created the distortions, but they are in the wrong place. They are in the corner of this sphere instead of a corner of the sphere, what I'm talking about. But imagine here is the square, right? Like the circle is inside the square. So basically the origin here is on the left bottom left side. So we have to move this origin to the center of this circle, right? So how we do it? It's quite simple. We will use again the vector node, Shift D, we can copy this one. Let's put this one here, change to subtract. Let's plug the color over here. Vector now to the slot 2 of the vector add. And now if we type here 0.5, we have everything in center. So when we plug this here, we have this effect of light inside, right? But it still is not perfect, I know, but later we will do more adjustments, so don't worry. So next step, we will create this kind of effect for the blue colors. So let's copy the noise texture, Shift D. Let's copy. Let's copy the subtract and add vector. Shift D, copy, because we will need it. And let's make a little bit more space here. G. So we will create the distortion for those blue colors here. So we will plug those two. Okay, let's plug this here. Okay, let's move this here and this one here. And like before, color is going to the first slot and object over here. Okay, it's finished here. Okay. Oh, of course, I forgot. When it's a principal BSDF, the base color, we have to reduce to black. Now we have the colors we should have, right? Okay, so now let's make it look way better and fix that, right? But before we start doing, there is one more thing. Let's add the bump node. Shift A, search bump. Okay, let's plug it to normal and let's choose our factor to the height. Okay, let's make it smaller, 0.2, not so strong, yes, strength, let's make it to the 0.2. Okay, roughness, let's change to 0.2 and specular 2.8. Okay, so next thing, let's go to noise texture, the bottom one, which is connected to the bump node. So details change to 1. Okay, great. Now let's go back here to the second noise texture that is controls our white light, right? So scale 12. And let's play a little bit with our mask here. 0.9. Okay. 0.3. Okay. Let's go to render. Turn on bloom. Let's turn on everything. Okay, let's go back to. So how does it look? Okay, it's select the circle, rotate x-axis 90 degrees. Okay, press 1 so we could see it in front, and let's make it animate so we could see how it animates and moves, right? So to animate our Stargate illusion that it's moving, right, like water, we will use the W input, right, over here. So let's add first the value node, value, okay, plug it to the W, okay, and now we will use the driver, so Blender will animate this for us by itself, right? So hash frame divide by 400, okay, hash frame divide by 400. Press enter, and now it's purple, right? So when we go to layout, right, front, let's change the render, and you press space, the animation will work, right? So there are a few things that we have to fix. Let's go back to shading. We will fix our central bright light. Okay, to fix our central light, we will go to our mask for the light, right? For this, right? That drives the emission. And where is the color dodge, right? Here you can play with the white value, right? With this value over here. So we can go brighter or darker, make it bigger and smaller, because if we leave it on 0.5, then you can't like make it small anymore, right? So we will move this value a little bit higher. So I think 7.5 should be good. 7.5, kind of good. Make it bigger now with this one. So 0.7, the whole value up, and the noise texture for the white light, right? Scale 12, detail 0, and distortion 2, because 3 will be too much already. Looks weird, but 2 is fine. And here let's change distortion to 0.25. Yeah, looks good. Let's not waste more time, and let's create the second material for the back of the Stargate. But before we do that, we have to edit our event horizon. So let's go back to layout. Okay, top view from top. Let's back to 1. Let's do the edit mode, extrude Y, and put 0.04. Press 2 to change to edges. Alt Z to go to the X-ray mode. Let's select all the edges inside, and X, delete the edges. Okay, and let's exit the edit mode. So now we have this kind of two faces, right? Two sides of the gate. So let's go back to shading. Okay, with this one material selected, press N. Let's go to the tab, to options. Yeah, options, change to alpha blend, change to alpha hashed. Next step, turn off the show back faces, back face cooling, right? So now when we will look through the gate, right, we will see the other side. Okay, so I can see it's showing the wrong side. So let's go here, select all the faces, and choose flip mesh. Let's go to mesh, normals, flip it, and exit the. Oh, now it's the right way. Okay, good. So also let's go now here, the vertex group. Okay, again we will go to edit mode, unselect everything, press L. We will select the one side we needed, and we will call this front, assign close, deselect, select. Okay, working. And now we create the second group. We call this back. Unselect everything. Press L to select only this side. Assign, close, deselect, select. Okay, it's working. So deselect the back, select the front. Let's go to the material tab and press assign. Okay, let's go here, deselect. Okay, and now select the back, select the back one. Okay, to the material, press new one. We call this new and call this back and assign. Okay, let's exit the edit mode. Okay, press tab to exit the edit mode. Okay, and we have two materials assigned to our event horizon. Okay, so with back selected, let's go to the front because we will copy most of this. Okay, press copy, press back and press paste. G to move, and we can delete this one. Okay, so what we will do, we will keep the emission. We will get rid of all that blue. Yes, we don't need it. We will just keep this. Let's move this here. G. Let's put here our driver, hashtag frame divide by 400. Press enter. Cool, it will work now. Delete the principal, delete BSDF. Shift A, add the refraction. Cool. Let's plug normal over here. And over here. Okay, but before we continue, duplicate the refraction 1, 2, 3 times. Let's change the color to red, green, blue. Okay, this gonna just this one. Shift A, add the shader. Okay, like this one here, Shift A, copy this one, Shift D, copy, like this one here, like this one here, to have more space, and plug this one here. Okay, so let's plug normal here and here. So everything is reflected normal way, right? But now we will change the refraction IOR. So for 8, okay, keep this for 5, and this we will change to 4, 3. And as you can see, now we see those refractions, right? So now let's go back to work on our transparency. Okay, this one, bye Mish. Okay, Shift A, search, add shader. We add shader, right? Shift A, transparent, and doesn't work. Why? So we connected everything, but we still don't have transparency, right? So press N, let's go to the tab, and remember you have to be the options and change to alpha blend. And as you can see, it's already start working. Okay, backface cooling, turn off show backface. Now alpha hash, cool. And to drive our transparency, right, how strong it is, go here where is the transparent BSDF, and you can do it with this slider. More white is fully transparent, less more to black is less transparent. So let's put this to the 7.7. And as you can see, we have this cool effect, right? Plus the refraction happening on the surface, right? Looks cool. And let's make our light, inner light, little bit smaller, because I think it's a little bit too big. Let's delete this cube. Control 1 to see, 1 is front, Control 1 is to see from back. Let's select and make our circle a little bit smaller. 0.85. Yeah, will look cool. This we can put to 9. And this maybe little bit, yeah, 0.92. Looks good. So here we have event horizon from the front, right, and from the back, and believe me, it's transparent. We can create again the cube. So scale it so you can see through the gate, right? And you can see through it. Nice. Let's go to layout. You see? It looks cool. If you like this video, don't forget to share it with your friends. Also, press the like button because it will help me a lot. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.